Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Another Suzy Lou video nonetheless. I will remind you guys, even though I mentioned it in my last video, just for anyone that missed it, I'm being a bit more reserved when I make these Suzy Lou videos now because, well, as we know, Suzy's a bit of a sensitive soul, and whereas someone like DSP can take the odd jab thrown at him that I might, the odd joke that I might throw my way or whatever, I might lose my temper a little bit when I talk about him. Someone like DSP can take that, but Suzy's not as strong as someone like DSP, and her feelings might get hurt, so I've got to be careful. So yeah, just to recap that. So, my god, what is going on over there? As usual, it's a complete train wreck. We've got, Steejo challenging John Swan to a fight on Twitter, and loads of other crazy shit like that. There's Tipster and John Swan are doing the best sort of job at the minute to cover all the latest on Suzy Lou, so if you're not subscribed to them and you want to keep up to date with all the antics that revolve around Suzy and Steejo, they're the best people to follow. But I wanted to talk about something specific today, and that is that Suzy Lou, we know, I've spoken about it before, that she obviously plays the victim card, but she, yesterday, played the Wahmen card, as I like to call it. It really fucking pisses me off when people play that, because there is, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, basically, where people are getting criticised, girls, and then they go, you're only criticising me because I'm a Wahmen, and that's their get out of jail free card. It's absolutely bullshit. We've seen it more and more in society in general. Remember the female Ghostbusters a few years back? Criticism proof. You criticise the female Ghostbusters, you're sexist. You're scared of a strong female lead. Happened recently with Elizabeth Banks' Charlie's Angels as well. People didn't go see it. Oh, it's men being sexist. They don't like a strong female lead. What about Wonder Woman and Aliens? No, those films don't exist. So, yeah, that's basically what I'm getting at here. And Suzy played this card, which is annoying because stuff like this does exist. I'm sure there are channels out there that go after creators specifically because they're Wahmen. But with Suzy, this is not the case. It's the hypocrisy, it's the lies, and using this card is just absolutely cowardly, and I had to talk about the whole hypocrisy of her using it and just the fact that, it's just out and out bullshit. So this all started with a female anime voice actor coming out and making a video on Suzy, and it's a really good video, I urge you to watch it, I'll leave a link below, saying how what Suzy does affects the anime industry. And it's really good to hear from her perspective. And I saw Tipster reported, he went on a stream with her, and she had more to say to Suzy's response, because Suzy basically responded with, I don't know who this voice actress is, I've, not watched the video, yet funnily enough, Steejo had been in this voice actress's DMs trying to clear things up.
Goddamn bitch thinks it's alright to come out here and say, oh, I'm jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, I'm trying to do this. No! Oh, I haven't talked to her. No, you may not have, but your boyfriend says he watched my whole fucking video. Because Suzy Lou's boyfriend has been fucking DMing me on Discord and on Twitter. Yo, you want to fucking see that? I think we can. Let me go over here.
It goes down in the DMs.
Look at fucking that. Look at fucking that. Yelled out that.
So the voice actress, her name is Rachael Messer. And Rachael then was on this stream going fucking, mental. And rightfully so. Because her perspective is obviously that Suzy Lou makes more for sitting down and barely reacting to these anime episodes than what someone like Rachael would make for actually doing the acting for the episodes. And that's fucked up. So understandably, she's pissed off.
Starting off in anime.
Sorry.
You get $35 an hour. Now, if you're a lead in an anime, you get maybe 1 to 2 hours per week. That's $70. Let's deduct, because you have to drive to the studio. There's a lot of tolls in different cities and everything. Let's deduct $10 from that fucking thing. So you make $60. After a show, if you were the lead, and it's a good lead, you get 2 hours a fucking week. You make $720 by the end of the fucking show. She can sit down and react to an anime, basically re-uploading it because she does not do enough fucking cuts. Do you know how fucking bullshit it is that she's over here reacting to anime and she's getting $8,000 to $10,000 a month. Do you know how much a voice actor makes per year? With video games and commercials, under $20,000. She makes my goddamn year of income in 2 fucking months from sitting down and re-uploading my shit. And it's not just my shit, it's other people's too. I've gone in to the studio with ruptured organs to fucking record. Because the way my industry works is you either work or you get out of the way and they'll fucking replace you. So I've gone in and fucking with internal bleeding and recorded fucking lines for $35 fucking dollars. And she fucking sits down and makes my fucking year in 2 months. So I've tried to be impartial, but I'm fucking partial. This is some bullshit. And then she's gonna come in here and say I'm jumping on her for fucking views. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, you goddamn bitch.
Now, people obviously brought this to Susie's attention, like I say, Susie was like, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, and then she's like, well, Stejo obviously knows what you're talking about, so how can you not? But anyway, this is what Susie said. Susie Lou picks a fight with a girl she's never spoken to. Gosh, another day, another rumour for people to use my name to get some quick cash. You guys are pathetic, and actually only surviving because of me at this point. Enjoy it while it lasts. And then someone replied to her, laugh out loud, if people were going to use a name for money, why would they choose yours? There's much bigger YouTubers to choose from. Besides, what the fuck do you call what you do with these animes you put on the screen while you just sit there and stare? How did you get like this? And then Susie responds, they use me because they have a channel dedicated to hating on women. Why do you think they jump whenever a female streamer does something controversial? They have an entire fan base of angry little boys who hate women. It's not about how big I am at all.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So there we go. She played the Wahmen card, which is really interesting because, first of all, the person that she's replying to is named Heather, so she's a woman. Second of all, she's making this statement on a thread where they're talking about a voice actress, who's a woman, who has issue with what Suzy Lou does. Not to mention the fact that if you look on a YouTube search, you can find female YouTubers, content creators, that have an issue with what Suzy Lou is doing and calling her out on it. So to say that it's just angry boys is just such a broad statement. But she's able to make this statement, and I've said this like many times, because Stejo and Susie, they say, don't go and watch what they call the hate videos because they're all bullshit.
Just don't give them oxygen. See if you see a fucking video in your sidebar, don't even watch it because it's just shite, man. It's just the exact same as this.
Because they don't want you to see someone else's perspective. They want you to be brainwashed and have it so that you only see their perspective. Now, in my videos, I've said go see both sides of the story. But they want to keep you so you're not thinking, and because they know if you go look, you'll see that they are in the wrong. So she can say, the people that hate on me are boys, and her fans won't do the research, and they'll just take this as gospel. Where it's obviously not the case, because, like I said, the very thread is about a voice actress that has an issue with you. It's a girl that's asking you this question, and you can simply YouTube search and find female YouTubers that have an issue with her. But she has to make this thing. Now, another thing that I find is very hypocritical is that Susie, so many times in the past, has taken issue with fellow female content creators because of the way they go about things. And I've shown stuff like this before. Like, there was Ellen Rose from Outside Xbox who Susie was tweeting about, and Ellen Rose had an issue with her, and Susie, these tweets have all been deleted, of course. I've got a couple of them I'll put on the screen. Suzy Lou was basically talking shit about Ellen Rose, and then Ellen Rose was like, you know, what the fuck? And Susie was like, imagine being a content creator and not being able to take criticism and being butthurt by the word cringy, I think it was, which is also ironic because Susie can't take criticism herself, so it's quite funny. Also, Susie, last year, I made a video on this, came out and made this tweet. As a female streamer who averages at 1k views, fully covered, I personally think the booby streamers are an embarrassment to female girls, and they set a terrible example. which pissed off a lot of people in her community. This was back when she did mainly gaming content, so it was mainly like female Let's Players, which was very hypocritical of her to make this statement, because at the time her Patreon picture was a picture of her dressed very seductively, and when this was brought up, she quickly changed her Patreon picture but didn't acknowledge it. Also, a video that she has since deleted was one called This Actually Happened. I've shown this clip before.
There is a lot of girls out there giving girls like me a bad rep. But a lot of the time I get branded with the same brush as girls like this. Now this girl last night, she was playing Mortal Kombat, and I'm not kidding you, at one point I thought she slipped. I thought we had a little bit of a nip slip that was coming out there. Not only that, she was shaking those goods in order to get donations.
So this is Suzy basically criticizing another female content creator for getting their goods out, as she puts it, and also falls under harassment and bullying, by the way, which is something that she's supposed to be like very much against, yet here she is doing it. Like I say, this video has been deleted, but I have a copy of it. Also, if you watch this video here from Tipster, this shows Suzy harassing and bullying another female content creator by the name of Becky Boop. So, yeah, why is Suzy thinking that she can play the, oh, they're just talking shit about me because I'm a Wahmen, yet here she is, like, criticizing fellow female content creators for using their, what should we say, their female advantages, like, which I don't have a problem with, by the way, but Suzy obviously does. So why is it okay for her to target female content creators for this reason, yet allegedly she's making out like she's a victim? She's making out like she's a victim of people going after her because she's a woman, yet she's gone after people in the past because they're women. Now, going back to her Twitter, where she obviously said that people were only going after her because she's a woman and it was just angry boys going after her, she also recently has retweeted some things. One from Amanda Cerny, basically talking about, you know, people giving her shit and whatever, and the other from Alinity, who, again, was talking about people giving her shit on the internet. So I find it obviously very funny that she's like retweeting these female content creators that quite recently have had controversies surrounding them. So people have been making videos on them, and then she made this comment. But what's really odd is, first of all, with Alinity, that Suzy Lou is backing Alinity. Suzy Lou has talked shit about Alinity before. There's a clip here from when Suzy Lou reacted to PewDiePie's YouTube Rewind.
Seriously? You just said that? I'm gonna copy strike this guy.
Here for you up before they're gone.
As you can see, she watched this clip where Alinity was copy striking PewDiePie, and then she says, "Get fucked, Alinity," which, well, what, have you not got a problem with Alinity anymore? Because you had a problem with her copy striking PewDiePie, clearly, which is also ironic because you copy strike Mark After Dark, so why is it okay for you to copy strike people but not Alinity? It makes no fucking sense. It's like, do you like Alinity? Do you not like Alinity? Or do you only like what she's saying now because it fits your narrative of, oh, I'm a Wahmen and everyone's coming after me because I'm a Wahmen? It's fucking moronic. Like I said before, I don't get why she thinks that she can play this card and it's okay, but I mean, in a way, I suppose people are going to fall for it because, you know, her fans don't seek out any evidence or truth or anything like that. They just follow what she says blindly. But on a final note, do go and check out Tipster's video on the anime voice actress, and go check out the anime voice actress Rachael Messer's video as well, to get an idea of how Suzy Lou's content affects the anime industry. It's very interesting, and obviously Suzy's trying to make out like she doesn't give a shit, and that this girl is trying to make money off of the Suzy Lou brand, which is just absolutely fucking moronic. But there you go. What do you expect from someone who actually thought their face was copyrighted? You can't expect any kind of intelligent argument to come from a person like that. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.